skies and 60 degrees. Inside, it's time to talk fitness with Kristen Barbin of the Cranmore Fitness Center over in North Conway, right at the base of Cranmore Mountain. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Nice
now,
to be here.
The Fitness Center is long been known as the North Country's biggest fitness center. You guys are undergoing some major renovations right now. Tell me about those.
Yeah, it's been crazy. A week ago Monday, we started putting up some walls in the tennis courts. What's happening is we're taking over 2 tennis courts at Cranmore. We are continuing to keep tennis going at Cranmore, but we are expanding our weight room, moving it from its current location to half of 2 tennis courts, if that makes sense. You'll have to check us out on our webpage at cranmorefitness.com to see the details. But we are going to probably double the size of our weight room. We're going to also take our TRX product that we have in the studio and move that out onto the courts too.
Wow.
And we'll be able to do functional training out there, and our trainers will have much more space to be able to create programs and products out there without feeling constraints of a studio.
So what we're looking at right now are the walls going up in the tennis courts.
Yep.
So you'll be able, if you're familiar with Cranmore Fitness, you would typically walk out the glass sliders.
That's day 1.
So that was the first day.
That's like day 3.
We're skipping all around, but you can see the walls going up quickly, and these are going to be these pretty big rooms. Now, what goes in what was formerly the weight room? Will that continue to be weights, or are you going to move cardio into there?
No, the former weight room will become the eating area and the seating area for the tubing and coaster people. So when they come over in the winter, last year we just didn't have a lot of space upstairs for them, so we've expanded downstairs, so they'll be coming in on it's hard to explain, but you'll be still upstairs, coming down a set of stairs into that weight room from the upper balcony, I'll call it. And there'll be seating down there, and then grab and go food for the winter adventure people. And then they'll also have a door that will go out to the left side of the old courts, which will hold the fourplex, the spider climb, 2 bouncy houses, and that will be sold in the winter. So they'll have their separate side to go out, and then we'll have doors into our space, so now we won't smell pizza, which was a bummer last year. But we put out a survey to our members and asked them what they thought they would like for changes, and we've tried to listen to what they asked for, and we're doing it.
Well, that's great. Well, it's definitely exciting because I'm definitely into the fitness aspect of it, and I'm excited to hear about the expansions to the weight rooms.
Yeah, it's a big investment. I mean, the construction was about $150,000.
Wow.
And then we've reinvested about just under $50,000 in new equipment that we'll be getting in about 2.5 to 3 weeks. So some new treadmills, some new elliptical machines, some new spinning bikes for our spinners. So
that's incredible. Well, this has really all come about since the new ownership took over at Cranmore. If you're just tuning in, if you haven't been with us in the last couple of years, there's new ownership at Cranmore, the same family that owns Jiminy Peak in Massachusetts. And if you haven't been to Cranmore in the last couple of years, you probably wouldn't even recognize it. Like literally, they have transformed the mountain.
New paint, new signs, new logos, new everything.
Buildings have new facades on them. There's you go there now in the summer.
It's giant swing.
There's all these attractions there. It's incredible.
Yep.
And of course, the Gulag is going on right now. Have you had a chance to do the Gulag yet?
I have not. We opened last night to a nice jury evening, but it was successful as usual, and it's completely changed.
Everybody's okay for the Gulag.
Exactly, exactly.
That's the tone.
The coaster last night ran for people who are doing a Gulag, so.
Imagine doing that in the night.
No.
Or how about the giant swing? Because the giant swing, I haven't ridden the giant swing. I've heard that, especially if you're facing, the giant swing is just that, it's a giant swing. If you're facing like the back when you're being pulled up, and then all of a sudden it just lets you go, it's like a free fall, and you're just not prepared for it. And doing it in the dark would even be freakier, yeah. So a lot of exciting things happening at Cranmore Fitness. Do you guys have fall programs we should know about? What's big this fall?
Well, we've got some weight loss programs with Sue, and we just started one the other morning at 7 a.m. She's putting together another session starting in 5 weeks of 7 a.m. programs, and then another round of 8 a.m. programs, and their weight loss programs. We have a 6-month special running right now. Go to cranmorefitness.com and you'll see those specials. We have TRX programs coming up. We've got a couple 6-week programs that will be posted in the next week. Tennis. We got a lot going on with tennis. We've got a big group coming in on Sunday, a women's group, and Kristen, Justin Chaffee are doing some tennis clinics on the weekends every other Saturday. So there's a lot happening.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Kristen Barbin from Cranmore Fitness, thank you for joining us. And cranmorefitness.com, is that the website?
Yep.
There you go. You can see
check us out on Facebook.
all the renovations, see where everything's going, see how many big new rooms they have.
Yeah.
And again, thank you for joining us. We'll be back with more White Mountains Today contests and gambling when we return.
Woohoo!